Hello, great people. The pioneer chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress and an ally of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has disclosed how they made Bola Ahmed Tinubu president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In a moment, I will leave you to hear from Bisi Akande himself. Then, when we come back, we'll be analyzing the associated issues. There are political dimensions to it, there are social dimensions to it, and of course, there are ethnic dimensions to it. And I advise you not to miss it for any reason. Let us watch the video of Bisi Akande, then we come back for the discussion accordingly. Let's watch it.
Tinubu is now the president.
Oh, yes, he is.
You're happy, right?
That I have.
You're happy.
Oh, very happy. I instigated him. I encouraged him. I worked for it.
You instigated him?
Oh, yes.
You told him go for it?
Oh, yes. Somebody called me, come, oh, there is trouble. And I was in Lagos. What is the trouble? They say anybody that talks to him about presidency he was quarreling with them. When this one talk that anybody that mentioned, he was quarreling with them. And then I met him. And he said, Baba, do you have money? If I had the kind of money that people have to be president, I will rank with Dangote.
Tinubu was saying that?
Yes, to me.
When was this?
Well, sometimes shortly before COVID. Shortly before ENSA.
The same Tinubu everybody is saying is the owner of Lagos in terms of money?
Yeah, that's what he said to me.
That he didn't have money?
Yes, that's what he said to me. And I said, look, we don't want you to be president because of you. You are unimportant in this matter. But that in Yoruba tradition, when you want to worship the deity, you take the fattest animal or the biggest yam to worship the deity. Yoruba wants to be president. And you are the one we have now. It is to sacrifice you so that we can have president, not for you to be anything.
What did he say?
He didn't know what to say. He was looking at me as if I was sick or something. He didn't say anything. He was just sober.
But he told us that becoming the president was his lifetime ambition.
Yes, I don't know, but at that time, people called me, many people, they called me, come, oh, there's trouble. And I went.
And he listened to you?
He listened. And where he asked questions, he said, okay, Baba, you now say I should run.
He calls you Baba?
Yes. He said, now you say I should run. What about this, my leg? You know, he's having a bad leg. You know, arthritis. I said, go and do it. There's sick time. Go and do it. You heal in 6 months. And then you start walking again.
There you have it. You just heard from the pioneer chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Bisi Akande. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is Akande spoke about the Yoruba tradition. Now, I respect Akande's age because he is an elder statesman, and I cannot question him on Yoruba tradition because he is way elderly than me. But then his conclusion and the way he used the analogy of the Yoruba tradition is not correct in the terms of his conclusion, because he said that in Yoruba tradition, the fattest animal, the biggest yam, is being used to worship the deity. So he is now referring that in the Yoruba race, the fattest animal in quote is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, I'm not questioning whether they use the fattest animal or the biggest yam to worship the deity, but I'm saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the best candidate in quote as Bisi Akande is alleging, in the sense that if you look at it, during that presidential primary, there is a Yemi Osinbajo. If you look at it in the terms of intellectualism, in terms of age, in terms of agility, in terms of sagacity, in terms of anything, perhaps maybe except money, you would realize that you can't compare naturally a Yemi Osinbajo to a Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, because you cannot compare a Yemi Osinbajo to a Bola Ahmed Tinubu in terms of all these essential characteristics, then what now makes Bola Ahmed Tinubu the fattest animal. I disagree with Bisi Akande that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the biggest yam and the fattest animal. Yes, I'm correct. The fattest animal and the biggest yam. No, it is Professor Yemi Oshibajo, the vice president to immediate past president Muhammadu Buhari. Now, Bisi Akande also said something that Yoruba wants president and we want to present you for the tax. That Yoruba people want to be president and they want to present Bola Ahmed Tinubu for that tax. If you look at it very well, you will see that Bisi Akande is speaking for himself, on behalf of himself, his friends and family, because if you look at it, Yoruba wants Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be president, but it is not every Yoruba that wants Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be president. During the election, we have some Yoruba that will vote for Peter Obi, that will vote for Atiku Abubakar. So for you to now be saying that Yoruba people wants to be president, no, that means that you are basing your own personal interest and relationship with Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the interest of the entire Yoruba people. That is not correct, and it is not only Bisi Akande that has done that. The former governor of Ogun State, Olusegun Oshoba, is also guilty of that because he said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's second term is a Yoruba project. That is not quite correct, sir, because if you look at it, are you saying that regardless of how Bola Ahmed Tinubu has performed, regardless of how bad he has performed, then Yoruba people must vote for him? Are you saying that Yoruba people has no choice, they have no thinking faculty, they have no right to choose? So far, the only criteria that they can use to vote is because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Yoruba president, is a Yoruba person, so automatically they must vote for him. Is it the name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that they have been using to survive? When they want to buy goods and services, when they want to do anything that involves money, is it the name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that they use? If they want to exchange money at the foreign exchange market, is it the name of Tinubu? If they want to pay their children's school fees, if they want to do everything that involves money, is it the name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that they will use? So you now saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Yoruba project, I think that is false. Then one major thing is that Bisi Akande said that I instigated him. No, sir. I don't think that is correct because you said you instigated Bola Ahmed Tinubu to contest, but Bola Ahmed Tinubu said it publicly that it is his lifelong ambition. He said, Egbe kini iwa emi lo kan. That means bring this thing, which is the presidency of Nigeria, it is my turn. And he said that it is his lifelong ambition. So these two words are in contrast in the sense that you said you instigated him, he said it is his lifelong ambition. The only way I can take your word is if Bola Ahmed Tinubu decide to play a smart one on you guys and he is now doing as if he's not interested in being president, but deep down he's interested. So if he is first of all trying to play on you guys' intelligence as if he's not interested to see what you guys will do, whether you guys will push him to contest or not, because your words is different from that of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if we are to put it on a scale, which one will we go for? Of course, it is the word of Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he is the man at the helm of affairs and he said it is his lifelong ambition. So we will go with the word of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that it is his lifelong ambition, or not that you instigated him. Now, another thing that we need to look at in nullifying Bisi Akande's assertion is that if you look at it, Tinubu programmed himself to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in the sense that, unlike Atiku Abubakar, that have made himself a serial contestant, I don't know the joy it gives Atiku to always appear on the ballot every now and then. You just see him appearing on the ballot. I think it gives him joy. I don't know the kind of joy it gives him. But if you look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu acted strategically. He knows that he wants to be president and he kind of like strategized in a very dynamic way, in the sense that he brought Muhammadu Buhari, despite knowing that Muhammadu Buhari is not a perfect fit in the true sense of it by his records by the record of his performance in public office. But he brought Buhari. When he brought Buhari into power, Buhari wasn't cooperating with him. He still supported Buhari for second term, so much so that Aisha Buhari was surprised and she paid Tinubu a courtesy visit in Lagos after the election just to thank him. Do you know what it means for a first lady to leave her house? People that everybody usually come to see, that they will book appointment, but the first lady left her home just to come and say thank you to you. You must be a very good strategist. You must have done something remarkable and significant in the returning of her husband into power. So you see that Tinubu programmed himself, knowing that after Buhari's tenure, power will come to the southwest because the Yorubas and the Hausa Fulanis have turned power into their birthright. They are passing it among themselves and denying other ethnic groups the access to that power in a multi-ethnic nation like Nigeria. But the implication of that is an analysis for another day. So when Buhari left office, Tinubu knows that in Yoruba land is one of the top politicians, and most of the politicians that can contest against him, the Kayode Fayemi of this world, the Ibukunle Amosun, most of them owes him a debt of political gratitude because he was instrumental in them becoming governors and in them attaining that political height. So you see that Tinubu programmed himself, such a man. You cannot now say that you instigate him to be president. No, he has been programming himself to be that president, and at the end of the day, he eventually became the president, either rightly or wrongly, or by his assertion that okay, you still grab it, run away with it, and all that. The end point today is that he is the president of Nigeria. But what I can say is that it is obvious the what we can call sincerely the political greed of the Yoruba elite and the Hausa Fulani bloc, because if Tinubu is leaving office in 2027 or 2031, the Hausa Fulanis would have already been hungry for that power and they will do everything to get that power from Tinubu. At the end of the day, if the Hausa Fulani spend 4 years or 8 years, the Yorubas will already be hungry for that power. And you want to ask yourself, where does this leave the Igbos? Where does this leave the Ijos, the Ibibios? These people are also part of Nigeria. So the earlier we begin to practice equity, fairness, and justice, the better for us. And these are some of the things that can eradicate the call for Biafra nation. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politing with Dr. Omoshola Deji. Dr. Deji is a political scientist with a PhD in political science. Please subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos, and of course, I have great interesting videos coming your way. See you again. I love you all sincerely.